Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In the last episode, we returned to passengers and started a new passenger route coming out of Laredo here and heading to St. Elmo. The first stage in the passenger route, rail passenger route, that will head up the river all the way across the map. It'll be kind of one of the primary main arteries of the passenger transport system on this map. So it cost a lot to build it because there's a lot of tunneling and a lot of bridging that had to be done to get it to work, but got it in that first leg. And so what we're going to be doing today is working on the second stage of that leg, which is proceeding out of St. Elmo and heading over in the direction of Rhyolite here. I'd like to have 3 cities connected before we throw trains on it. So that is what we're going to do. Now, one thing I did a little bit off screen was added this little connection here and added electrification to this rail all the way out here to that depot so that we actually have electrified route to get trains onto that line. So that should work. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and get started. Start laying some rail. And we're gonna stay with the same rail speed here, 100 miles an hour. And we're gonna do our first leg there. Oh, that is not what I want to see. Ooh, okay. There we go. Okay. I do want it to be flat, or relatively flat, so... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run... I think we're just going to pretty much just stay straight. And flat. Through here. Try and give these trains a chance to accelerate a little bit. And I'm going to want to keep as much of this flat as I can. We may need to do some tunnel. Like here. I want to come through there. Yes. Is that the angle that I want to take? Or do I want to bring it out a little bit like that? Yeah, how about there? I'm going to be sticking with this particular style of bridge. Hopefully that will be good. I could go with this, but no, we'll stick with this. And we're going to be going with that style of tunnel entrance. $2.7 million. Yeah, so be it. Alright, and then from here... we're going to cross that gap, cross that gap. Actually, I probably want to get that to be a little bit of a tighter turn. Be about there, I think. There we go. Is that what we're looking for? Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, new vehicles. Some new boats and the EMD GP9. All right. Oh, we're suddenly out of cash. Come on. There we go. All right. So now we need the station that is going to serve Rhyolite here. And what I'm thinking to do is actually put the station down here and then run roads up into town there with trams to carry the passengers. I think that is what we're going to do. Oh, there's actually one thing I needed to add in here. This. Okay, so station. Go with a standard surface passenger station. Make sure a high speed. Make sure it's electrified. Make sure it has 2 tracks. We want it oriented like this, and I want it lined up so that that track will come in as straight as possible. There we go. It might need a little bit of earthwork to all right, let's see what I can do. Let's see if we can't maybe flatten this out a little bit. Okay, that looks weird. All right then. Well, what if I did some track that comes out of here with some earthworks on it? Collision with what? Alright, well, whatever. Let's just run the track. $4.1 million. Good grief. All right, do it. The minute you start getting some actual like elevation on those bridges, they become extremely expensive. All right, there we are. Okay, so we're gonna need a crossover. Do it on the actual ground so that it doesn't get too expensive. All right, here we are. Just kind of raise the ground up a little bit. Looks a little bit more like it actually belongs there. Oh, and there goes the cash. Let's speed it up till we get some money come in. There we go. All right, so this station does us no good until we actually have, well, what we can go ahead and do right now is put the signals in. So we gotta wait for the cash. There we go, 2.6 million. That'll do. Alright, pause it while I put these in. Alright, and there is our station approach. I don't have one over here, but that's okay. Try and squeeze these in. Not on bridges or in tunnels. But we're going to have to put one on the bridge over here. Just is. Not that those look terrible on the actual bridge. Alright. So we're signaled up. And while we're here, we might as well create the new line. Alright. Okay, let's see. Going back, we should be on station 2. There we go. And this is going to be a train passenger line, so it's going to be green. Shade of green. We'll go with a darker green there. A train passenger river line. Simple enough. Alright. Now, we need to get a road that will work. We're going to throw the tram track on there. Start. Okay, so the road. I really would rather not go downhill. No, let's try and prevent bridges, if at all possible. There is a road here. That is where we might do the bridge. $83,000. And yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Too much slope, huh? That'll work. No, don't want a bridge. Just want a standard road there. Okay. And then our tram is gonna run something like this. Actually, we could probably do something more like that. And then down here, modular tram station. Gotta use these at some point. But I think for now, what we're just gonna do is a pretty standard, like one of these. Does that have electric enabled? No. Enable the electric, please. Okay. Alright, we're going to want a stop. There. A stop there. There. And there. Okay. There you go. The tram colors. Are blue. With a dark blue there. All right. And then we also are going to need that tram depot. We'll put 3 trams on there. Okay, now trains. Trains are going to be expensive. And rather than sit around here and wait for the money to build up, let's just see what these things are gonna cost. A lot is my guess. All right, do we actually have any electric multiple units? Just as GE, VG, and EL2B. That are extremely slow. Alright, any basic electric locomotives? We have the New Haven EP5, which is 87 miles an hour. We have the PRR class CG1, or class GG1. Does 99. A little old. But it's got the speed, it's got the horsepower. 13 million right out of the gate. Got some Amtrak. They're quite heavy. All-American Golden Sand. Mediocre. Let's stay on good. Alright, 24 million per vehicle, and I'd like to have 2 of them. Alright. So, yeah, we're talking like 48 million in vehicles. Well, we're making... If I don't touch anything... We're making quite a bit per year. Like, upwards of 10 million a year. So, I think we can take out the loan. I think we can afford to take out the loan. Let's go ahead and borrow up the 48, 49 million. All right, 50 for just good measure. All right, we want 2 of those. Alright, and then we'll send the second one once it reaches Rhyolite. Hopefully, it'll be able to get up to speed. Actually, we probably want to throw the other one on the track when this one is just leaving St. Elmo. To space them properly. So, right about now. Alright. Let's go ahead and say you go on to the river line. Alright, and once it gets to the point where it's emerging from this particular tunnel, because it's just a long tunnel, let's go ahead and hop aboard. And let's ride it. Gotta fix that. That's a bit of a mess. And 6. It's getting up to 90 miles an hour. There's the other train. We're not quite spaced as well as it would be. But close. Alright, here's our approach into St. Elmo. Tunnels. And here's our approach. The Rhyolite Station. And there are passengers waiting here. Excellent. No, that's gonna be a ways before it starts making a profit. And then this thing is gonna be dependent on these trams being able to deliver passengers to and fro. We already might need a couple more. Yeah, let's just throw a couple more on there. It doesn't matter if this tram route loses money, as long as, you know, we're feeding things properly here. Yeah, we definitely got passengers waiting. All right, but I think that is where we're going to stop for the day. New passenger line in. That's gotta kind of bed in a little bit. We could think about extending it out to Calico. It wouldn't be a very difficult extension to add right away. But I'd like to make sure that this thing is going to be running a profit, because it should run a profit off of 3 cities. Our space pretty well. All right, so yeah, we either work on that, or maybe I'll set up and we'll plan another another freight route and see how that might work. All right, but we'll stop here for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.